I don't believe that God gave Mary a baby and had Jesus Christ and gave her husband a vision. I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in that?
No.
Okay, so what he just said was,
I believe we the Israelites and our forefathers were Isaac and Jacob, and God promised us that. That's why the Revelation, I think the Revelation already passed to y'all later on it, because I was seeing some stuff that was going on around the world.
Give me Psalms 111 and 10. Actually, give me Proverbs 4 and 7. I see what's going on, sis. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out real quick, all right? Because you saying I believe, you think and stuff like that, but you gotta really know. Read this real quick. Proverbs 4 and 7.
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7.
Read.
Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
The Bible says wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom.
Like
and with that wisdom, all thy understanding. Right. All thy understanding. So how do you get wisdom, sis?
I be reading.
How you get wisdom, sis?
I like reading Bible too, because I think us reading the Bible is a must, but I also think everybody take their own perception and run with it. I think we all should be on, like you said, on the flag, one nation under God.
111.
Even though it's 12 tribes, we all still one nation.
Okay, sis, all right then.
That ain't ours.
The Bible says, how do you get wisdom? That's what I was asking you. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Psalms 111, 10. Read.
In the book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
God says the fear of him is the beginning of wisdom. Read on.
A good understanding.
A what?
A good understanding.
A what?
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
To get a good understanding of this Bible, you have to be keeping God's commandments. Give me Proverbs 2 and 6. You have to be keeping God's commandments to get a good understanding. Read.
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 6. For the Lord giveth wisdom. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding.
So to keep God's commandments, he's the one that gives you wisdom and understanding. Now the first thing is, are you keeping God's commandments? Because you said a lot of different things about Christ and what you believe in, but to get a good understanding of this Bible, you have to be keeping God's commandments. Let me ask you a question. Did you buy that today?
Yeah.
You did? Okay then. Give me a
I be sneaking cakes at the store.
You be
I
sneaking.
know it's 10 laws. No stealing, no killing. Honor thy mother and father.
Oh, it's more than that.
Thou should not some they name.
It's more than that, sis.
I know. It's 10 of them that's mine laws that need to be put in place.
Exodus 23, what's it got? 28.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Listen to this, sis.
Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy.
Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. What day is the Sabbath?
Every day to me.
Every day to you?
Everybody say it's Saturday, Sunday.
Read it again.
This is verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
God says remember the Sabbath day.
He's supposed to remember.
Obviously, sis, you forgot. Because you said every day. It's a Sabbath. It didn't say Sabbath days. It didn't say plural Sabbath days. It says Sabbath day. So obviously we forgot the Sabbath day because we don't know. But watch that. Read it again.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Read.
6 days shall I labor and do all thy works. But the 7th day is the Sabbath.
But the what?
But the 7th day is the Sabbath.
But the what?
But the 7th day of the Sabbath.
But the what is the 7th day of the week?
The day God rested because he the one that did.
What is the 7th day of the week?
The 7th day is Sunday. It might be a Saturday.
7th day is what?
Sunday is church day, but Saturday is for the Israelites.
Sabbath day is the 7th day of the week. So why do you say Sunday is for church? It's the first day of the week.
Christianity is different than the Israelites.
Ah, there you go. You said Christianity is different from the Israelite. And sis, what you was speaking earlier about Christ and everything that came out your mouth, that's Christianity.
I know.
Because
I know.
you do know.
No, I don't know.
Yes,
No, I know that they raised me up on some of the stuff when I was growing up.
No, what I'm saying, sis, what I said was everything you said about Christ and the Virgin Mary, that's Christianity. That has nothing to do with the Bible.
I know,
because that's not.
They removed the Apocrypha. They removed it from online.
Remove what? What did they remove? The Apocrypha?
Yeah.
No. They did. Well, let me ask you, sis. All you have to do is ask us. You could go to a.
I've been going online YouTube videos, asking questions on there for the Israelites.
Well, you have to come in fellowship so you get all your questions answered.
I know one on Paul, ain't it?
On what?
Paul.
You got a flyer. You got a flyer, sis?
I've been trying to reach out to some Israelite brothers.
Read it.
In the book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The good understanding have all things that do his commandments.
Sis, you got to be keeping God's commandments to get an understanding of his word.
I know, I be doing it myself because I try not to do what everybody doing the word. I do what I do to fit my spirit.
You feel your spirit? And how you feel your spirit?
Because I do what I'm supposed to do.
And what is that?
Being alert every day.
Being alert.
More than just reading Bible. You got people out here just crazy.
Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. I'm going to show you if you're being alert now. Let me see if you understand this. Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
Bring it out.
This is a law that you have to keep. Let me see if you understand it. Because God says keeping his laws, you get a good understanding. Read.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5.
Bring it out.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
What is a woman's garment, sis?
Oh, I got one. A woman's garment. Them gay dudes be wearing them slippers, the dresses.
Ah, so a woman's garment. So a man don't supposed to have on a dress.
A man don't supposed to do that, period. That's abomination.
It is? Okay, let's read that again at the top.
That's
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So, what does that mean? A woman shall not wear that pertaining to a
That's
man.
when the thugs be thinking they niggas and stuff and then trying to sag and stuff.
Trying to say, what they say?
They wearing pants, bottoms, all
Is that?
stuff.
So wait a minute, so pants pertain to a man?
Yeah, like when they be wearing the way they wearing them and sagging and stuff.
Okay then, sis, what you got on?
I got on just something I put on at the house. I just got up this morning. I look like a hot mess, but I'm right.
Oh, you do look like a hot mess. I agree with that. Go to 1 Timothy 2 and 9. But sis, I'm gonna show you what the Bible says,
I
okay?
know I supposed to be wearing I supposed to wear a shawl over my head.
Well, why you not in Modest Apparel?
Because
Is that Modest Apparel?
It's different. Y'all,
what?
we stand in different times.
Different
I
time?
know someone's rare, but I'm still in the hood. I ain't found me no Israelite brother there to represent me like this.
You need to take your behind to our
'Cause
church.
this ain't nothing but
You need to come to
over
church, sis. You worry about some niggas out here. Who give a damn about the niggas?
They be, you gotta watch
You
your
need to worry about your salvation.
That's right.
1 Timothy 2 and 9.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse.
You read for yourself. That's why you don't understand anything. Are you keeping God's commandments? No. You don't even know what the Sabbath day is.
Sunday.
No, it's Saturday. It's a day.
I said
That's
it's
right.
Sunday for the brother.
Verse 9. In like manner also.
Yeah, for the niggas. Yeah, for the Christian niggas. They believe that Sunday is God's day. And what you talking about? It's the day is the Sabbath day. Read.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Modest apparel. You know what a modest apparel is?
No, sir.
Why not?
I don't know.
Because you read the Bible with no understanding, sis. Modest apparel is when you in a nice dress that is not cleaving to your body, because when you're married, what you have on right now, that's what your husband should be looking at, not us. You understand? So you worry about these niggas out here and these so-called brothers that think they know something. You need to be coming to church to learn the laws of God, so you get yourself right.
I only want to join the Israelite church.
You don't have to join the Israelite church. It's your nationality, sis. Your nationality, your identity been stolen from you. We're trying to breathe the breath of life back. Give me 2 Ezra 5:22.
Breath for life.
We're trying to breathe it back into you. Why? So you can understand the scriptures again. We are a lost, dead people. We're into every foolishness thing under the world, but we don't want to do what this Bible says and come back as the Israelites. Everybody wants salvation, but salvation comes with pain.
That's right.
It comes with sacrifice. It ain't like I believe in Jesus and say, oh, I'm saved. No, that ain't what the Bible says. It comes with sacrifice.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Read it again.
Verse 22. And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding.
Read.
And I began to talk with the Most High again.
How's your soul going to recover the spirit of understanding? When you start keeping God's laws, He's going to start giving you understanding of what you need to do. I sat up here for 2 minutes and listened to you saying, oh, about the Trinity, Christ, the New Testament. Oh, Sunday is for this. No, you have no understanding. Sis, we love you to death. We trying to give you an understanding because we know who you are. Obviously, the good thing is you know who you are. But give me Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. Hold on for a minute, brother. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to show you what God requires of you, because you already know you. What tribe you from? The same tribe as Christ from, the one that you denying. Saying Christ is the King of Israel. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12.
Read.
And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does the Lord require of you, sis? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God,
Read.
to walk in all his ways,
Read.
and to love him,
Read.
and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul,
Read on.
to keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
For your good. Verse 15. Read.
Verse 15.
Read.
Only the Lord hath a delight in thy fathers.
Only the Lord had delight in our fathers, the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, your forefathers. Read.
To love them.
To love our forefathers. Read.
And he chose their seed after them.
We are the seeds of our father. He chose us after them. Read.
Even you,
Even you, sis. Read.
above all people, as it is this day.
You're above all people on the face of this earth. But we're not acting like it. We're not dressing like that. And the thing is, God says, all I need you to do is keep my commandments. I'm going to take care of everything else. I'm going to subdue these nations before you. I'm going to subdue these niggas that don't want to keep God's commandments that you're talking about. You need to come to school, sis, and learn what you need to learn. You got a boyfriend? That's good, because you don't need one. You need to get yourself right so you can be a wife to a man of God. Give me 1 Timothy 6 and 10. Hey, brother, what's your question?
All right, brothers, I'm gonna go. You said where y'all at? Where y'all be at?
Hey, somebody, officer, show her the flyer on the back of the flyer.
That's okay.
Hey, brother, what's your question?
I know I'm coming. And what happened?
We kind of started and we talked about the congregation day.
The congregation day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, today.
Today. Okay. So, you understand today is a Sabbath day? Do you understand what you need to be doing on the Sabbath day? All right, sis. Hey, sis. All right, now, don't make this the last time I see you.
For the most part.
For the most part? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah.
So let's go over the stuff dealing with the Sabbath day, okay? Let's go back to the Sabbath day. Read. Exodus chapter 20, verse 8, and we're going to read on down. So what is the Sabbath day? So some people think it's Sunday, right? That's what we learned in slavery. Read.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 8.
Read.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
The Bible says remember because we actually forgot. That's why some people think it's today. I mean Sunday.
Right.
But the Bible says what?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Read.
But the seventh day,
But the what?
but the seventh day
Read.
is the Sabbath of the Lord.
When you look at a calendar, what is the first day of the week?
Sunday.
Sunday. So the first day of the week is Sunday. So what is the seventh day of the week?
Saturday.
It's Saturday. From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath. Read on.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work,
So you shouldn't be working. Read.
thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter,
Read.
thy manservant,
Read.
nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth,
Read.
the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day.
So the seventh day is today, right? The same day that the Lord rested on is the same day that the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, supposed to be kicking it with the Lord. That's because right. you have the one true power of the earth, who made the heaven and the earth and everything in it, and all the nations supposed to be your slave. But since we didn't want to serve the one true God, we became slaves under them. Make sense so far? Give me Exodus chapter 35, verse 3. So today is the Sabbath day, right? So what are we supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day? Read.
Exodus chapter 35 verse 3.
Bring it out.
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation upon the Sabbath day.
So we don't supposed to be doing any cooking today. All right? So a lot of our people cook on today, on the Sabbath day, and they breaking God's law. So if we don't supposed to be cooking on today, how are we supposed to eat? Even that in Exodus chapter 16. You know what I want?
Yes, sir.
Read. Exodus 16 verse 23.
Exodus chapter 16 verse 23.
Read.
And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
Read.
Bake that which you will bake today, and see that ye will see it.
So you're supposed to bake and boil or cook what you're going to do the day before, right? So Friday, you're supposed to bake or cook what you're going to have for today. Finish that out.
and that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So that's what you're supposed to have laid up. So when you cook on Friday, you should have something that's laid up that's going to carry you over through the end of the Sabbath.
Sound like leftovers.
There you go. There you go.
Sound like leftovers.
Or you could be making sandwiches.
Right.
You already have something hot for that Friday or for lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
You could have something hot before the sun goes down, and you could be having making a lunch like you're going to work.
Mm-hmm.
You could have some cold cuts that's going to carry you over to the Sabbath day. Very simple, right? Give me that Exodus 31 verse 16 and 17. So one thing that the sister said, well, that was the world has changed. But let's see if the Lord's Sabbath day has changed. Read.
Exodus chapter 31 verse 16. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations.
We're still generating throughout our generations. Read on.
For a perpetual covenant.
For the what?
For a perpetual covenant.
Perpetual means forever. Read on.
It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever.
Forever. Forever. Nothing's changed. Forever. It is a sign between the God of Israel and his people, the children of Israel.
What is nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is